Bruchim habayim. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom to you at home. We say Chodesh Tov. Everybody say Chodesh Tov. All right, it's a little lackluster. Hopefully you at home were louder than they were here because I was very quiet. Chodesh Tov, it's the new month of Elul. Today is the first of Elul. We're going into, as the sun is setting, going into the second of Elul. It should be noted that this is the final month before Tishrei. This is when we start really working on ourselves, working on our souls. And part of how we do that is we start blowing shofar. So in just a few minutes, we're going to hear the shofar blown to remind us that we are in Elul, inching our way towards Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. If you have a place to sit, find a place to sit. If you are at home and looking for a place to sit, hopefully you have a place to sit. If not, let me know. We'll get you a couch. I got a good price. So happy that we're able to celebrate Shabbat together. We're going to begin. First of all, it's also nice to be here with Hazzan Pablo and with pianist, keyboardist Paul Fagundes. So happy to be able to celebrate Shabbat with them. Hazzan. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. I'd come too.
And we'll begin. We have the two Sidurim. I'll call them both pages if I can remember it. The first one is in our blue Sidur on page 16. In the online Sidur, it's just not there, so just don't worry about it. It's Shalom Aleichem. You probably know the words, and if you don't know the words, you can just hum along with us or listen to Hazzan Pablo sing. Page 16, Shalom Aleichem. We welcome in the angels of Shabbat.
Shalom Aleichem, Malakei Asharet, Malakei Asharet, Malakei Elyon. Omi Melech, Malakei Arakim, Akadosh, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malakei Ashalom, Malakei Ashalom, Malakei Elyon, Omi Melech, Malakei Amalakim, Akadosh, Akadosh Baruch. Third one, Baruchuni, Baruchuni L'Shalom, Malakei Ashalom, Malakei Ashalom, Malakei Elyon, Omi Melech, Malakei Amlakim, Akadosh, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malakei Ashalom, Malakei Ashalom, Malakei Elyon, Omi Melech, Malakei Amalakim, Akadosh, Akadosh Baruch Hu.
Nice to feel in the Shabbat spirit with that song as the angels have joined us. Sometimes with my kids, I notice that they say a sentence. It doesn't totally make sense, and maybe a verb is conjugated wrong, and I think there's a chance that they are the first person in the history of the world to ever say that sentence, to ever string those words together. And it's amazing to hear that, and you go, wow, how amazing that in however long there have been human beings, however long there's been an English language, nobody's ever put those words together, possibly. We turn to page 24. It's about singing a new song to God. See if you find something new during this prayer, during this psalm, during this song, to say to God, a new way to sing to God. And maybe for some of you, it's finding a harmony you never quite knew existed. And for some of us, it's hitting a note we didn't think was supposed to be there, but we accidentally, it came out of our mouths that way, and so that's how it goes. But we can sing a new song to God every time we address God. So page 24 in this Sidur, page 13 online, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, sing a new song to God, a song that is brand new.
Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, ברכו שמו, בצלו מיום ליום, ליום ישועתו, זכו בגויים, בגויים כבודו, וכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני, עולם מאוד, מאוד אהוב, על כל אלוהים, ביחד, ילאי, ללאי, ללאי, לה 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 לה, ילאי, ללאי, לה 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 לה, יא לה לה לה, la 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 la, I like la 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 la, I like la la la, ya la la, ya la la, I like la la la, la 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 la, la. Your voices. Let the field and all within it exult. Let the trees of the forest break into a song. For God comes to judge the world in righteousness, to judge the nations by divine truth. Yismechu Hashamayim, bottom of page 24. Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, ישמחו השמיים בשמיים ותגל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, השמיים,
ישמחו השמיים,
השמיים,
ישמחו השמיים,
השמיים ותגל הארץ. יהי רמיה, יהי רמיה, יהי רמיה ומלוא, יהי רמיה, Iramaya, Iramaya,
We'll pause now to hear the sound of the shofar. We call upon our executive director and our friend and our new neighbor, Gideon Manzur. Just one blast of a tekiah gedola to remind us that it is Elul. Those who are able, please rise as we hear the sound of the blast of the shofar. That's for Koach, Gideon. That was, you can be seated. We'll talk maybe tomorrow morning during services. We can have more of a communication of what does hearing the shofar feel like? What does it open up in you? What does it close off in you? What does it do for you to hear the sound of the shofar? It's definitely now the beginning of the high holiday season. We've been recording for a long time, but this really opens it up in a new way. We turn to page 28 in this Siddur, towards the middle of the page, or page 18 online. The words Zamru Ladonai Bechinor. We get to sing songs to God with all of our instruments, whether it's a shofar or a kinor, a harp or a lute or a violin, other stringed instruments, or just our voices and our souls. Whatever we have within us, we can use to praise God. Middle of page 28 or 18, Zamru Ladonai.
Zamru l'Adonai v'kinor, v'kinor, v'kol zimra, v'chatzotzrot, v'kol shofar. Hari'u lifnei hamelech Adonai, Hiram hayam umlo. Adonai Giva, Yishmot Haaretz, Yishmot Hevel Tzedek, Le'amim
recorded at page 38 or 23 online, Lecha Dodi.
Ya la 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 Lecha Dodi, Ya la 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 Likrat Kala, Ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat, Lekabla, Ya la 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 Likrat Dodi, Ya la 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 Likrat Kala, Ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat, שמור וזכור בדירות אחד איש מיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד בשם ולתפארת ולתהילה יא אלי יא לה 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 לקראת דודי יא לה 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 לקראת כלה יא לה 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 בני שבת בני שבת לקראת שבת לכוון אל כך כי מקור הברכה לראש מקדם לסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה יא אלי יא לה 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 לקראת דודי יא לה 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 לקראת כלה יא לה 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 בני שבת בני שבת מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה ומצאי מתוקף אחד אב לך שבט בעמק אבטחה והוא יקרוב עלייך חמלה ויקר יא לה 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 לקראת דודי יא לה 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 לקראת כלה יא לה 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 בני שבת בני שבת לקבלה התנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי על יד ונשען ביתה לדמי קורבה אל נפשי לקראת כלה יא לה 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 בני שבת בני שבת נקבלה יום מלודי התעוררי התעוררי כי בעורף ומי אורי 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 ידבר כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשתוקקי ומטה מבך, יחסו עניי ימים ונפלטה עיר התהילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. והיו למשיסה שורסייך ורחקו כל מבראייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהייך ימסוס חתן הכלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. מימין ושמאל תפרוצי בעת אדוני, תריצי על יד איש ונפלתי ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה,
Towards the entrance over
בני
Canaan.
שבת לקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בלגן ושמחה, ובצעולה טוב אמוני עם סגולה. בואי נעלה שבת המלכה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה.
You may be seated. Page 42, 4 lines from the bottom, or if you're online in the Siddur, page 28 at the little red chupchik, the little red arrow, it says Tzadik Katamar Ifrach. It imagines ourselves, it imagines us as human beings as if we were plants, of all things, as if we were trees, planted in God's courtyard. And if we were planted in God's courtyard, how do we grow? Do we have the strength? Do we have the stability? Do we have the willingness to move with the breeze, to grow and keep growing? Are we so rigid that we are going to be knocked over and broken in half by one strong wind? Who are we as we grow in God's garden? This is the question of Tzadik Katamar, 42, 4 lines from the bottom. Think about it, if that's imagery that you can accept within yourself as we sing Tzadik Katamar.
צדיק קטמר יפרח, ארז בלבנון יזכה, שתוני בבית אדוני לחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו. עוד ילוות בסלע, לשיינים ורעננים יהיו. לעני כי ישר אדוני
We invite Sherry Schoenwald to come up and light the candles for Shabbat. Those who are able, please rise. Hazzan will sing the bracha, the blessing, but we ask Sherry, who, when we used to be inside, we used to have services. She was one of the people who was our go-to for making sure we had candles lit. In Shabbat, we make 3 big circles, one for ourselves and one for our family, one of peace for all the people in the world. We cover our eyes.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. Together. Asher kiddushanu v'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'adlik ner, להדליק נר של שבת, להדליק נר של שבת.
Shabbat Shalom. Stay standing. We turn out to page 50 in this Siddur 39 online for the words of Baruch Hu. We face towards where you think Jerusalem is in your heart or geographically. Praised are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, whose word brings on the dusk of evening, and it's nice to be outside as we see dusk taking over the sky. The sun has set. The sky is still blue. It's that weird in-between, the magic hour.
ומעביד יום ומהביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, אמרי ורבי.
Amen. Page 52, page 40, Ahavat Olam.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח וחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגד יומם ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
Amen. Page 54, the words of Shema, page 41 online. We rise, we cover our eyes, we close our eyes as we've taken the Shema.
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Adonai Elohechem emet.
We turn forward now towards the middle of page 60 in our Siddur here, on page 44 in the online Siddur, Mi Chamocha.
ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלום יד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Amen. Page 62 online, page 45, Hashkivenu.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמיתנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמיתנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקלנו ועצה טוב מלפניך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמיתנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמיתנו מלכנו לחיים. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמיתנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמיתנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים ועל ירושלים ועל ירושלים. אמן.
Page 64, 46, Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית כולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית כולם. The line together. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות ברית עולם.
Now that we've announced that it is Shabbat, yes, we've announced it's Shabbat. We know it's Shabbat. It feels like Shabbat. We ask for one more thing just as the sun is setting. One more thing we ask of God. If you're in the blue Siddur, we turn to the inside back cover. If you're in the red Siddur or online, don't worry about it. Just sing along with us. We ask Misha Berach, God who brought healing to all of those who came before us, who brought strength to those who have suffered before, bring strength to us, bring healing to us. Sing with us Misha Berach.
Sheberach Avotenu Mekor Abracha Limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. And let us say Amen. Misheberach Emotenu Mekor Abracha Lamotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
If you're able, please rise. The Amidah, the individual personal prayer, a moment of communion with God, page 69 in this Siddur, page 47 online. When you're finished, you may be seated.
תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. כי אתה מלך אדון לכל השלום. כי אתה מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים
I want to take a moment now and come out to you, and if you have things, you can share them online. I don't know, email us, let us know. But come out to you and see if something has happened this week that is good, something worth celebrating, something worth noting this week that was pleasant, or something you're looking forward to in the week to come. Yeah, okay. Good. Oh, I wonder what's happening back here. The sun is setting.
Two things. Our youngest granddaughter got her driver's license, and she's a good driver, so we're okay. Nothing broke in our house this week.
Those are two wonderful things. Your youngest granddaughter got her driver's license, and nothing broke in your house this week. That's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. I'm not going to ask about previous weeks. This week, that's a good thing.
My elder granddaughter did not get a driver's license, but she did have a lovely bat mitzvah in Portland, Oregon, and I was able to attend and show up and come home in one piece. And it was lovely.
Mazel tov. Beautiful, and how exciting that you got to actually be there, not just via Zoom, but actually be with your granddaughter, the amazing Mia.
You would like to know this, Rabbi. I was in the North Shore. I was in Deerfield, and I took my father for his driver's license, and he passed. I don't know whether that's a blessing or a curse. He's 90, and they're celebrating their 70th anniversary this week. So that's why we braved it and went to see them. Yeah.
So you said something good this week. The Cleveland Indians won 5 games in a row, and none of them got COVID. And my grandson, my new grandson, said "Dada," but he meant "granddada," but it came out as "Dada."
Well, that's amazing. And by the way, the DMV in Deerfield is lovely. If you're 75 and older, you have to go. So if you have to go to the DMV, the one in Deerfield, Illinois, just in Lake County, just over the line, you get to go there and cut in line.
My daughter had successful cancer surgery today, and there was no cancer in the lymph nodes. And my husband has sounded the best he ever has in several weeks.
Thank you. We wish refuah shlema to your husband, to your daughter, a full recovery, a speedy recovery. So thank you. We'll keep marking our prayers too.
Aylin here starts kindergarten at Temple Etz Chaim on Monday.
Oh my gosh, something to look forward to, starting kindergarten here at Temple Etz Chaim on Monday. It's going to be so lovely and so nice to be able to see you with masks on from far away, but still to see you on campus. Thank you so much. Rachel.
I had a nice trip to the harbor with my aunt and uncle and my cousins, and I also submitted a story for publishing this week.
Submitted a story for publishing, had a nice trip to the harbor. These are all things that are worthy of celebration. Neil.
Well, this was not just a week, but I'm just had a really good week. We're healthy, the kids are healthy, the grandkids are healthy, and it doesn't get any better than that.
You're all an inspiration. This is amazing. The fact that you have such positive things to say, and some of them are huge milestones, and some of them are just really lovely.
Next best thing, my my group went on a virtual trip to Israel this week. So we had a tour every day of different places in Israel. It was nice. And we zoomed in on Mia's bat mitzvah, and that was beautiful.
I'm glad we got a minyan last Shabbos, but with everybody going to celebrate Mia's bat mitzvah. And if you want to go to Israel, now is a great time through YouTube. You can take beautiful tours. There's a guy who just walks around Israel with a camera, and it's just, oh my gosh, his trip to Caesarea, to the ruins and the seashore. Oh my gosh, just sit there and watch that all day. That's amazing. You have your hand up, Sherry, and then Gideon, Naamat. They're full. So go on Naamat's website. You'll be on the wait list for an online trip to Israel. But if not, I've got some pictures of Israel in my office. They're lovely. You can just look at the pictures. We'll go get falafel at Tel Aviv, which is so good.
And my youngest daughter starts Gesher here at Temple Etz Chaim next week.
Ari starts Gesher here next week. That's all very good. It's amazing. For those of you who have kids where school has recently started, if you are a kid, a young adult, where school has recently started, kol hakavod. This is not easy. If you're a teacher trying to teach right now online, if you have a kid, a friend, a neighbor who's a teacher who's trying to teach online, I mean, this right now is hard enough, but I don't have to touch the computer. It's just there. Trying to teach online, trying to learn online for any level is really difficult. So we owe extra special hugs to the teachers and students in our lives, anybody who's trying to make their way through the world right now in this new way. Similarly, and just, I usually don't share here, but last weekend we had a wedding in my family. My brother got married, which is very exciting. My brother normally would have had 1,000 people at his wedding. He's just that kind of person, if you know, I mean, just gregarious and amazing. And his wife, her family too, they would have had 1,000 people and still turned away people who had been crying, saying, I thought you loved me. And instead there were 20-something people, and it was just immediate family. And what it means now to have a wedding, to get married, have a bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah, where it's not the huge blowout, hundreds of people, but just the people who are there. There's something really incredible about that moment. And it's different, and it's not exactly what we were hoping or planning for, but it's nice nonetheless, and it's worth celebrating. And at some point, God willing, they have a beautiful marriage together, and we'll be able to celebrate them for the next several decades. And hopefully Mia, if she didn't get to have a big party with the blow-up animals and the tables with different names of Hunger Games characters or whatever else people are doing these days, and the tattoo artists, all these things, hopefully she still gets that at some point. She has reasons to celebrate. We all have reasons to celebrate long into the future. That's the hope. Let's continue with the service. It's getting late. It's getting dark. My sermon can wait till next year. Come back next year. I've got a sermon that's so. You'll like it. We'll continue now with Kiddush. And if you want to learn some tomorrow morning online, we'll do some learning together. We're not going to do breakout rooms. We'll do schmoozing. I'll share part of my sermon if there's time. Those who are able, please rise. If you're at home, break out the glass of Chardonnay, or of sparkling water. I don't want to, it's all good. We're on page 90 in this Siddur. We're on page 55 in the online Siddur. Oh my gosh. Is this the Merlot? I told you no Merlot. Oh no. Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borech v'yagafeh. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו ושבת קודשו ואהבה וברצון הנחיל לנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים הבנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך ואהבה וברצון הנקלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן.
Chaim. What's the flavor of this? This is not normal. It's fine. It's delicious though.
Manisevich Elul month just before, I know.
Yeah, something beautiful. We turn forward now to page 118. 115, 116, 17. 118 in this Siddur. If you are online, we're on page 56. Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עצרנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמן כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המורם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים עמד ושכינת עוזו ושכינת עוזו מלכנו אפזרתו כך כתוב בתורתו ידעת היום בהשבות אל לבבך היא אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ ועל הארץ כתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
beginning today and going through this week, starting on the 1st of Elul, our community notes, the yard sites of Gladys Fishman, Sandra Miller, Jean Simon Cohen, Jacob Feldman, Tilly Toba Denkberg, Harold Holland, Fanny Minkoff, Ethel Greenberg Diamond, Melvin Harold Simon, Bennett Berger, Esther Feldman, Maria Saboch Siegel, Sydney Slutsky, Max Wilenchik, Alexander Warner, Earl Granitz, Cecil Benjamin, Moshe Cohen, Bertha Dukovsky, Florence Goldfinger, Philip Miller, Perry Rabinowitz, Harry Shaw, Shirley Rosenworth, David Korn, Julius Lipnick, Jacob Weil, Leon Kaminsky, Rose Kahn, Irene Goldhammer, Bernie Poters, Kenneth Wolf, Paul Levine, Benjamin Gordon, Roberta Haberman, Parviz Sadat Mund, Margaret Sachs Schreier, and Mary Yaffa. May their memories be really beautiful to those who are lucky enough to know them and to love them and continue to carry on their name and their legacy. Page 124 in this Siddur and page 57 online, the words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah ve'alma divara kirutei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam l'olmei olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal Shemei Dukudasha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen Yehei shalama rabba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Osei shalom miramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen amen amen. May be seated. I want to thank, again, Pablo and Paul for helping us lead services. Thank you all for being here, whether you're online or in person. Eric, are you making announcements? Sure. Eric Feigenbaum, our executive vice president, will make some announcements for us. Aylin Feigenbaum is going to help us make some announcements this week.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I don't think I've felt a Shabbat quite like this since I lived in Singapore. All right. This week we have Shabbat Under the Stars. We will be continuing into future weeks indefinitely, as long as we can make that work. But be aware times may start to change as the daylight does. Saturday morning, we have our Saturday morning services at 9:30. Havdalah at 8:15 p.m., both on Zoom. Sunday morning minyan will be at 8:30 a.m., also on Zoom. Monday the 24th through Friday, September 4th, we have our water bottle drive going on. As you know, we have a lot of needy people in our community and throughout the world right now. So water is one of those often overlooked things. We have a special drive just for water. And then on the heels of that, and actually concurrently, we have our Operation Isaiah food drive. Now through Yom Kippur, we've extended it because obviously we won't all be coming in here on the high holidays. So come anytime you like, drop off dry and canned goods, and that will be very appreciated by many. We also have a toiletry drive now through August 31st. Small travel sizes of a variety of toiletries are appreciated. We have our high holidays are currently in video production, as the Rabbi referenced, and if you would like to participate and you haven't been called to do so, please get in contact with our office. Also, we're pleased to announce the High Holidays at-home gift bag will be given out to every congregant family beginning Wednesday, September 16th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. or Thursday, September 17th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. We hope to see everybody as we provide you with some things to help bring the high holidays into your home. Our women of TEC are proud to resume programming again beginning in October. October 13th, there'll be a movie and discussion where they'll be offering a movie for everybody to watch and then a Zoom to discuss that tying to the theme of Sukkot. On November 10th, we will have a holiday, they will have a holiday, and on December 8th, Hanukkah prep night, December 22nd, there will be a virtual bingo night. So, yeah, announcements this week. All right, thank you all very much. Shabbat shalom.
We have a lot coming up. Programming is really kicking into gear. The holidays are going to be a little bit crazy. We have a video coming out. Eric executive produced a video that we have coming out this Sunday. So when you get the email, hopefully that works. You can click into it and watch this little video. And that's it. We are Adon Olam. Adon Olam. And if you want to come back in the future, right, next week, I think 6:30, we're going to figure out the exact time, but I think 6:30 next week, so we get out of here, but we can still see our Sidurim. Adon Olam, if you are in the this blue Sidur, we're on page 100, what page is it? 120,
128.
128.
אדון עולם, אשר מלך, ותן כל יציל נברא אדון עולם, ועת נעשה, וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם, אדון עולם, אשר מלך, ותן כל יציל נברא, ועת נעשה, וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם, והגרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא אדון עולם, והוא היה, והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה אדון עולם, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו להכבידה אדון עולם, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והאמיצה אדון עולם, אדון עולם, אדון עולם, אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא, וקפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם, והוא אלי, וחי גואלי, וצורכב לי בצרה אדון עולם, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ויום אקרא אדון עולם, ויעדו עבדי ברוכי, ועת תשם בעילה אדון עולם, ואם רוחי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא ידע אדון עולם, אדון עולם, אשר מלך, בטרם כל בטרם כל, יציב נברא לעת נשא, וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם. Together! אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון, אדון עולם. דפי דופי דברי בודי דופ דפ.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom! Before you exit, take a look at the sky. You can see the moon from here.